Where is Waldo Stadium? Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the home of the Western Michigan Broncos, and the fans have been eager for this showdown for a while. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Western Michigan Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the back. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're lining up to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Potts. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll go to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 45, on his way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Finds his man. It's Gray. Makes a catch and knocked down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
Ground is at 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Oh, the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking for a man. It's Potts. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oklahoma 7, Western Michigan 0.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah.
He's going for an off. Makes a catch at the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooner.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Oklahoma 14,
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Hester. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dropping back, it's Potts. Going up top. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And now this offense will take the field again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They go to the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Puts him in the spin socket.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And now on second down for this offense. They're going to run it to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma 14, Western Michigan 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here comes the offense on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Potts. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Wide out in motion. Give to the back. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The Broncos will move the sticks.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking to go up top on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try the run. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Back to pass, it's Potts. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? The throw. Complete out of the backfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense.
And that pass picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Sooners line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To throw, it's Potts. Fires left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hester. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Broncos will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Trying to slam in. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion but was denied. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Running to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They're trying to get to it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down coming up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes his shot. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for gains.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown Sooner! And the route is on.
Number 27.
The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Continues to fight for yards. Not only... But tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Puts him in the spin cycle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 31, Western Michigan 6.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. They'll ride the hot hand. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride outside and covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to take a shot. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Lowers those pads. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes this Oklahoma 45, Western Michigan 6.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. First down here for the offense.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Complete to the back. Loss of 3. Now, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just Balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Discards a man. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. One more play to pad the stats. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying play action. Coming after him. Blasted as he lets it go. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us.